Attention, please. The show starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Medication time.
Hey, it's the Tattooed Madman Psycho Mike, welcoming you to this edition of my twisted world of Masters of Mayhem right here. And you never know what you're going to find here when I'm on the air. So on that note, I want you to sit back, rip the top off a cold one, roll up a fatty, and enjoy this edition of Psycho Mike's Twisted World of Masters of Mayhem. Yeah.
But I just gotta know one thing. Are you ready? No! I said, are you ready?
Russell from war! And you're watching Psycho Mike kicking ass!
Big Gang the Mighty from war, and you're watching Psycho Mike kicking ass on
When I'm sitting here jamming with the Kiss from your Bandits! And you're watching Psycho Mike kicking ass on Masters of Mayhem! Masters of Mayhem are in the house! The Masters of Mayhem! That's right! Any way you look at it, we're down with you, because you're down with the clowns!
Now and forever!
This is Violent J, the Insane Clown Boss!
That's too dope, and when we're in Cleveland, that's all we watch, brother. We check out the Masters of Mayhem.
That's right! Professional wrestling at its best! Masters of Mayhem, brother! You better recognize Masters of Mayhem and Violent J! Stranglemania style, brother!
Oh, yeah.
Telling you, it is your main maniac, the Ghoul, and we're all gonna watch Psycho Mike beat the cheese whiz out of each and every opponent on the Masters of Mayhem Wrestling. Hey! How you doing?
Scary Sherry, the one and only Sister Sherry Martel. Cleveland, Ohio, the Masters of Mayhem Wrestling, the only professional wrestling that has been here in the last 5 years, where you ought to go now. Bye!
Hey, we're going to go watch Masters of Mayhem Wrestling.
Masters of Mayhem
Where you ought to be.
Where you ought to be.
When you don't Psycho Mike, you're watching Masters of Mayhem. Everybody stay tuned. You never know who you're going to see on Masters of Mayhem or what you're going to hear on MMS.
Then alongside Sensational Summer.
Cleveland, what's happening? It's the Tattooed Madman Psycho Mike along with Team Law's Cat. Stay tuned, Cleveland. Thank you.
This thing's...
What's happening, Cleveland? It's the Tattooed Madman Psycho Mike. Here along with Team Law's Bobcat.
We'll see that fight. And don't forget you'll be seeing me down here in Cleveland in Madness Mayhem.
Cleveland! It's Tater! I'm
Mayhem wrestling. You can't beat it with a stick. You can't whip it with a switch. Don't even try. You got right breaking. Yeah!
Macho Man Randy Savage, and you are watching the Masters of Mayhem in Cleveland, Ohio. Oh, yeah, dig it!
hearing all the time. What? Hallelujah! We got a brand new dance. It's called a bird. Woo! The Master. What's right?
This is the Orange Sheik. You are watching Master Maho Wrestling. Don't talk. This is the Orange Sheik, Olympic champion, WWF champion, world champion, and you are watching Master of the Wrestling Maha. No, especially in the Cleveland, Ohio, people know Orange Sheik was a champion, and still I'm a champion, Olympic. My pleasure to come to the Cleveland, Ohio, to show all my wrestling fans. Orange Sheik was a champion, and still I'm champion. Look at me, Ya Allah. Now you know what I'm talking about. I'm the real champion. Cleveland, Ohio. My intelligent wrestling fans know about the Iron Sheik.
This is Axe Demolition, and you're watching the Masters of Mayhem Wrestling.
Go Mike, and you're watching Masters of Mayhem Wrestling.
This is Typhoon and Natural Disaster, and you're watching Masters of Mayhem Wrestling.
Hey, this is the tattooed madman Psycho Mike with some wrestling fans.
Hi, my name's Branya. To me, we find girls like us watching
Masters of Mayhem Wrestling.
Whoa! G'day, mate! I'm Butch that Cavalier. We're the Bushwhackers! And when we're in Cleveland, we watch Masters of Mayhem. We never, ever take our eyes off the Masters of Mayhem. Love you, baby! Yay!
Just what do people think of Masters of Mayhem Wrestling after just one viewing?
I like it.
And so will you. Check out Masters of Mayhem Wrestling, Music, and Chaos.
Stinky fucker. Check out Psycho Mike's Twisted World of Masters of Mayhem Underground TV.
Oh!
Son of a bitch. Are we on?
Of course we are.
It's time!
I want you to sit back, rip the top off a cold one, roll up a fatty, and enjoy this edition of Psycho Mike's Twisted World of Masters of Mayhem
Underground TV.
Whee!
All highlights. So, sit back, rip the top off the cold one, and enjoy this week's edition of Masters of Mayhem Wrestling. Oh, and by the way, Happy New Year!
Up into the ring in just a moment or two for more exciting fucking action.
Heavyweight champion from Bad Street, Georgia, the Universal Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion, Terry Bam Bam Gordy. Wait a minute. Everybody knows that Doc was supposed to be here tonight to face you in this cage match. But everybody that watched TV also knows that the Freebirds hurt his arm, injured him. Now the Doc's gonna be all right, but he's unable to be here tonight. And Terry Gordy, I'm not letting you win this match by forfeit. You're gonna face me. I'm taking Doc's place.
minute, baby. This ain't no Morrison's cafeteria, and you take a number and get in line. If he ain't here, raise his hand. He wins the match.
Let me tell you something, Hayes. No guts, no glory.
go back there and you bring us back our belt.
Ladies and gentlemen, the country whipping match is next. whipping match. To my right, Ted
DiBiase has stipulated the Universal Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion belt stays in the match with him in the ring.
Terry Gordy, I know that I didn't sign a contract for a title match to face you. I know that officially I am not the Universal Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. But one fact still remains, Gordy. You accepted this match with me. You accepted the match, being the champion, and I put your shoulders down to the mat for a 3 count. I beat you, Terry Gordy, and right now, unofficially, I have the Universal Wrestling Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. And all you have to do, Terry Gordy, if you want this belt back, is to put your name on the contract for October the 31st, Halloween night, right here in Houston, Texas. Sign the contract, climb back in that ring, face me again if you've got any guts at all. If you want to see this again, I got it. I feel like I won it. I feel like I deserve it. Right now it's in my possession. Come and get it.
Ted DiBiase, let me tell you something, boy. You got something that don't belong to you. It belongs to me. It's something that I've worked long and hard for. And ain't no West Texas punk gonna come and steal my title away from me like that, because you know what's gonna happen? All hell's gonna break loose, boy, because you might have been a heck of a football player at West Texas State. But you're with the big boys now, and you got something that belongs to Terry Bam Bam Gordy. And that's the Universal Heavyweight title. Like I said, Ted DiBiase, I worked long and hard for it. And ain't you or nobody else gonna take it away from me.
Terry Gordy, come on, guys. Terry Gordy, I know that I didn't sign a contract for a title match to face you. I know that officially I am not the Universal Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. But one fact still remains, Gordy. You accepted this match with me. You accepted the match, being the champion, and I put your shoulders down to the mat for a 3 count. I beat you, Terry Gordy, and right now, unofficially, I have the Universal Wrestling Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. And all you have to do, Terry Gordy, if you want this belt back, is to put your name on the contract for October the 31st, Halloween night, right here in Houston, Texas. Sign the contract, climb back in that ring, face me again if you've got any guts at all. If you want to see this again, I got it. I feel like I won it. I feel like I deserve it. Right now it's in my possession. Come and get it.
Ted DiBiase, let me tell you something, boy. You got something that don't belong to you. It belongs to me, DiBiase. You got something that I've worked for all my life. That's right, all my life, boy. And I'm gonna beat, I don't want to say it. Ted DiBiase, let me tell you something, boy. You got something that don't belong to you. It belongs to me. It's something that I've worked long and hard for. And ain't no West Texas punk gonna come and steal my title away from me like that, because you know what's gonna happen? all hell's gonna break loose, boy, because you might have been a heck of a football player at West Texas State. But you're with the big boys now, and you got something that belongs to Terry Bam Bam Gordy. And that's the Universal Heavyweight title. Like I said, Ted DiBiase, I worked long and hard for it. And ain't you or nobody else gonna take it away from me.
Former professional wrestler Psycho Mike, now the author of 9 books. 2 no-holds-barred books about his wrestling career, 1 cookbook, 2 books of Psycho Mike muses, 2 coloring books, an autobiography, and 1 book about the wrestling he grew up watching as a kid, the NWF. All these titles are available on the website listed or at Amazon.com. The Twisted World of Psycho Mike is now in books. Check it out.
It looks like our prediction has come true because the pairings have come down to a match that I think is a promoter's dream and a fan's dream, and that is you against Cactus Jack. You are going to have to defeat Cactus Jack to continue in the tournament, Terry.
He's just a little bit different. You know that, Joe? This guy, he's a shady character. Something's wrong with him upstairs or something, you know. And I know he'll cut a lot of lines or cut a lot of ropes to do anything that he can. And I just like for him to know, and everybody else out there to know, that Terry Bam Bam Gordy, and you already know, swings a chair better than anybody in professional wrestling.
Well, I'm sure it is going to be one of the wildest brawls we've ever seen. You, of course, one of the top stars in global wrestling, also in the world today, and you will be facing a member of the cartel. He's the last chance the cartel has to win the tournament. So let's be looking for Terry Gordy to take on Cactus Jack.
Cactus Jack, the only remaining member of the cartel in the North American Heavyweight Championship Tournament, defeated Gary Young in round number 1 and Brian Lee in the second round. But in this round, he's got to face a very large man. But by the way, quite popular in the crowd, as you'll find out in a moment.
For this event, from Bad Street, USA, at 270 pounds, Terry Bam Bam Gordy!
Terry Gordy to face Cactus Jack. On paper, this one's a classic, Scott Hudson.
No doubt about it. Terry Gordy, international star. Cactus Jack also has been wrestling overseas for quite some time, although not near to the extent that Terry Gordy has. 2 classic brawlers.
Cactus Jack getting the first move, so to speak.
Cactus Jack really handling Terry Gordy early, but there's Gordy coming back.
Gordy with 2 rights, make a 3 on Cactus Jack outside of the ring. When you take a look at the scouting report on this one, you think of Terry Gordy as the brawler. He's slimmed down, maybe quicker than Cactus Jack. Plus the championship experience definitely on his side. Meanwhile, Cactus Jack very unpredictable, but not affected by injury. Going in against Terry Gordy, that may be a factor. These 2 men face off, 1 man in, the other man out. Cactus Jack using the headbutt to give him the ability to come back in. But Gordy answers with a right. The right foot right into the midsection, but Cactus Jack answers with 2 blows of his own. These two guys going toe-to-toe. The first of 3 semifinal matchups in the North American Heavyweight Championship Tournament. Forearm delivered by Cactus Jack. Reversal by Gordy into the corner. Cactus Jack with a left boot up. Tried to deliver the clothesline to seal it. Ducking under twice as Gordy, and Gordy delivers the clothesline. Cactus Jack had nowhere to go. Going for the cover. 1-2. Gordy with the 2 count.
You could hear that corner clothesline from Terry Gordy on Cactus Jack all the way at our announcer's position, Craig. That hurt to hear.
Terry Gordy with the clothesline into the corner. Terry Gordy, Triple Crown Tag Team Champion, former UWF World Heavyweight Champion, multiple tag team titles with the Freebirds. Now on his own, going after the big one, the North American title. Now into a standing figure 4 if he reverses it. Somewhat like an Indian deathlock or a scorpion deathlock, actually.
A move certainly learned from watching many of the greats as a concerned look on the fans here at the Global Dome that you don't know what to expect from Cactus Jack, but he's in a bad way now as Gordy is almost in the position to turn Cactus over and make this into a full scorpion, reminiscent of Sting. As Sting has had, well, the ultimate success, winning the World Heavyweight Championship using the Scorpion Deathlock.
In the WCW organization. And now, with it fully applied, Cactus Jack will try to escape by getting to the ropes. Then he does. James Beard will call for the break. Gordy staying right on top, however. Into the ropes. Drop kick by Terry Gordy.
We talk about how slimmed down Terry Gordy is. Regardless of that, that's still 250 some odd pounds going up in the air for a drop kick.
Delivering the right is Terry Gordy. Bam Bam with another one right to the side of the head until a rake of the eyes by Cactus Jack breaks the momentum. Double axe handle to the top of the head. Sends Gordy into the corner. Coming out of the corner. Bulldog delivered by Cactus Jack. Goes for the cover. Down to 2.
Gonna say no matter how big you are, a rake to the eyes will equalize you anytime, and Cactus still in control after that one small maneuver.
Attempting to go for a pile driver one time. Now Gordy powers him back into the corner. And Cactus Jack having to release the hold, and Gordy taking advantage with a quick but legal break. 2 shots to the midsection, and the big forearm lands on the forehead of Cactus Jack. Gordy going to work. Short clothesline delivered with the left arm. Sends Cactus Jack down. Count of 2 by James Beard.
And Cactus Jack in a seesaw battle with Terry Gordy, both men having the upper hand, only to be bested by the other very shortly thereafter.
Gordy picks him up, sets him down. Using the top of the boot to deliver a blow. That time the knee on target. Cactus Jack with a thrust kick, using the left. Now possibly going for a clothesline and gets it as Gordy now trapped in the corner. Snapmare into the rear chin lock.
Terry Gordy chasing after the elusive GWF North American Heavyweight Championship. You mentioned earlier that he is a former UWF World Heavyweight Championship. That title was formed from the old North American Championship. In the UWF, the last place to recognize the North American champion, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, that title was deemed defunct, if you'll forgive that grammatical reach. And the UWF World title was formed in the tournament, won by Terry Gordy. And Gordy now going for the new North American Heavyweight Championship here in the GWF.
And trying to derail that Gordy expressed for the championship is Cactus Jack as he sent him on a track right for the steel post. And now Cactus Jack thinks he may be going for the hip buster and delivers it. Cactus Jack with a hip buster as Gordy scratching his head, trying to regain some consciousness if he's lost any. Covering for a count of 2, almost 3, Cactus Jack.
James Beard had to stop himself from making that 3 count. James Beard, the official, the third man in the ring.
We've got to take a break. Don't go away. You won't miss a moment of the action when you stay tuned. Cactus Jack sends Gordy over, delivers the elbow, but Gordy comes back. That right came way back and was delivered well. Gordy sends Cactus Jack into the corner, follows him in, but followed him a little too closely as Cactus Jack got that big boot up. Drapes Gordy over the middle rope. Back to the rope goes Cactus Jack, up and down.
That middle rope, the white rope, right on Gordy's throat, and Cactus Jack forcing Gordy's head onto the rope. That's got to take it out of someone like Terry Gordy. I don't care how big you are, how many titles you won, how great you are in Japan. Having your throat draped over a middle ring rope and having someone like Cactus Jack jump on your back is going to take it out of you.
Count of 2 by referee James Beard. Both men thus far in the match have 2 near falls to their credit. But it's the count of 3 that will send you into the finals. This European tournament, 3 European type tournament rather. Right. 3 men go into the finals. 2 men will wrestle in a playoff. The winner of the coin flip goes directly into the championship match. And you'll see all of that. Cactus Jack trying to maintain the advantage with an unorthodox face lock. Now with the arm firmly planted on the chin until he plants a couple of forearms to the back of Terry Gordy. Bam Bam tries to come back. Into the ropes goes Gordy, ducks under the elbow once, twice. Gordy comes from the rope. All that momentum, and there's classic Bam Bam.
Cactus Jack nearly had his head taken off with that clothesline from Bam Bam Terry Gordy.
Gordy sends Cactus Jack into the ropes, delivers the clothesline with a right arm. Cactus Jack almost looks like it hasn't affected him, but he goes for the Oriental spike. The spike implanted. But a break of the hold now as Cactus Jack gets over to that middle rope. James Beard calling for the break of the hold. Cactus Jack able to take advantage of an opening, delivers a pile driver on Terry Gordy.
That's a maneuver that's been banned in several wrestling federations. Legal here in the GWF, the pile driver.
Count of 1 broken by the foot on the rope by Terry Gordy. You'd mentioned earlier in the tournament how Terry Gordy gained his fame by delivering pile drivers. Well, that particular pile driver just a few moments ago almost put him out of this tournament. Into the rail goes Terry Gordy. Cactus Jack picks him up, puts him down, and it looks like Cactus is a little woozy.
Cactus is a little woozy walking down the aisle before the match ever started, but he's a little woozier.
Watch out, he goes up to the middle rope.
What in the world is he planning here?
He comes down, but misses, landing on the floor. Gordy picking up the ringside mat. He throws him away. He throws another mat away. He has Cactus Jack up for the pile driver, and it's a power bomb onto the hardwood floor here at the Global Dome.
Terry Gordy, a power bomb on Cactus Jack onto the arena floor. No mats, no nothing. And I think they're going to count Cactus out.
Let's get the official word on this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Terry Gordy.
We've got to go back and take a look at the power bomb on the floor. There you see the results. Here's how it happened. Gordy picking up Cactus Jack, brings him down onto the hardwood floor. Good for a count out. And we'll return.
There's no need to fear.
Psycho Mike
is here.
Well, I'll tell you what. They just don't get any more psycho than Psycho Mike. That boy ain't right.
Oh yeah, it's the tattooed madman Psycho Mike, and this has been my twisted world of Masters of Mayhem. Part-time crazy, 100% psycho. Thank you very much for joining me. See you on the next episode of Psycho Mike's Twisted World of Masters of Mayhem. So, stay sick, turn blue, scratch glass, climb walls, but most importantly, do it while you can. Don't get caught, and stay fucking crazy. Huh? Hey, this is the tattooed madman Psycho Mike, and if you don't want to get locked in a mental ward with me, you'll click like and hit subscribe now.
Oh yeah, I want you to stay sick, turn blue, scratch glass, climb walls, but most importantly, do it while you can. Don't get caught. And stay fucking crazy. No. Son of a bitch.